What's up, guys? Welcome to Tabs Up episode 5. We're up to episode 5 now. Tabs Up has been going on for maybe a month and a half now, or 2 months. So we're lucky enough to pull in 4 guests beforehand and the one that we've got now. So we've got Young God, AP, from Zen Gaming with us today. We've also got my co-host, also unknown. But if it's your first time in Tabs Up, basically what it's about is not only learning about people in the community that are into gaming, so it's not just about learning about them, but also talking about things that to do with mental awareness. I think the reason Unknown stayed around for so long is because we kind of share the same passion around mental well-being and encouraging people to speak up. For those that watch streams and things like that, you'll know that tabs up means, we'll keep a tab up and so we'll keep your stream up so we can keep watching it. But the other meaning to tabs up was to make sure that, you're keeping tabs on the people around you and the people that you care about, especially around this time with, the global pandemic and all that rubbish that's going on in the world at the moment. It's kind of important to keep an eye on the people you care about, friends and family. So I will let AP introduce himself and kind of give us a little bit of background on himself. Let's bring them in. Hey, so we got AP and also Unknown here. Obviously, AP, you're the guest of honor for today. So for those who don't know you, can you give a little introduction?
It's goody as your boy Young God AP. Also known as AP. I know everyone in the com knows me as AP, but for anyone that doesn't know me in the community, it's Young God AP, but you can just call me AP. A streamer on Twitch, content creator on Instagram, Twitch, and YouTube, leader/owner of a team. Just provide some good content all around,
Where you from, cuz?
From West Side Auckland, wrap it up. Yeah, that's
Planet of
right.
the Apes.
Hi.
We say Planet of the Apes.
Fully, we're not talking about our Unknown's house.
Jesus.
Oh, true. So from Auckland, did you grow up there? Were you born there? Moved there?
Yeah, born in West Auckland, and then lived out like northwest, kind of like around Muriwai, and
Okay.
then moved back out to more like west, like Henderson area, and I've just been here for a couple of years now.
Nice.
So yeah,
Family up there as well?
I live with my mum, my sister, and my nan.
Solid. Nice.
Yeah.
If you're not streaming or content creating or anything that you mentioned before, what could people find you doing?
I work a double security job, so during the day from Tuesday to Saturday, I do retail security, and then on Friday, Saturday night, sometimes Sundays, just like your weekend time, I work in the clubs. So, yeah,
Doing what?
just bouncing and that,
Bouncing the booty.
Did you say bouncing the booty? Oh no. How long you been doing security for?
I started retail security probably like 6 years ago, and I started at the warehouse.
Mm-hmm.
That was my first ever job I got, and I first started as checkout operator, just but then I quickly learned that wasn't really what I wanted to be doing there, eh?
Yeah.
And one of the boys that was working on the door just pretty much trained me up, and then I spent 5 years at the warehouse doing loss prevention, is what it's called. And then some of the boys that I used to work with at the warehouse had moved to Mitre 10, and I had just finished studying my degree at that time, and they had hit me up and they said, we got a job here with us if you want to come. It's full time, pay more. So I was like, yo, fucking oath. So I took that, and now that's where I'm at right now. That's just where I'm at. What I'm doing in that.
And is that how you got into bouncing as well? Kind of similar
Yeah, yeah,
connection?
yeah. So I got into bouncing. My old boss, one of the bros, he got into bouncing first, and he's like, "Oh, I'll test it out. I'll see what it's like. I'll let you know like how reliable the pay is, because like bouncing is like a whole heap of like no tax pay, blah blah blah, like
Mm.
you know." So like he was like, "Oh, let us, how reliable it is." So he did it for like a month, and then he said to me, "Oh, do you want to do it?" And I told my mum that I was gonna do bouncing, yeah. And she like nearly fainted when I told her I was gonna do bouncing, because she just thought like town, fuck, everything bad happens in town, and
Had
it's
it.
not lying. But yeah, I haven't got into like any like big trouble since I've been working in town, but there's definitely the opportunity for it to happen.
Oh, especially up there, right?
Yeah, because I work like the club that I mainly work at is on K Road. It's just down the road from, if anyone's from Auckland or knows any of the clubs in New Zealand, it's next to Scorpio,
Okay.
which is pretty much just where all the islanders go.
Oh, shucks.
So there's probably like a fight every single night that they're open. Um, so it kind of just sometimes spills down towards us, but we don't really have to deal with it too much, eh?
Yeah. True, true. What do you think
Yeah.
or would be the, like, guess your favorite thing about the work that you do at the moment?
I guess when I was at the warehouse, my favorite thing was probably like when I would catch kids, like I would like talk to them, like tell them like, "Wow, this isn't like the life, eh? Like you're lucky, you're so young. That I just call up your parents and you go home, like. But if you were any older, like you're over the age of 16, then
Mm.
I call the police. And just like teaching the young kids at that point, like this isn't the life that you want to do. Like you have the opportunity now to fuck up, but later down the road, if you get caught when you're older, like GG, like
Mm.
there's no fucking redo button. And like I would sit there and I'd talk to them until their parents come, and like it could go in one ear and out the other, and they might not even listen. But I guess the thing that mattered to me was at least I gave it a try. You know what I mean? I at least tried to talk to them and gave them something that I thought was valuable.
Yeah, how do how do did you have many like repeat offenders, like same kind of kids or
Um, at the warehouse, no. At Mitre 10, we don't really deal with kids. It's more like adults that are like coming to steal stuff or whatever they go sell it for and stuff like that.
yeah.
So when I was at the warehouse, I didn't really have like repeat kids. But when at Mitre 10, fuck, we could deal with the same dude like 3 times in a month.
Oh shucks, man. What was like the weirdest thing that someone tried to steal and you snapped them?
Frick. Weirdest thing that someone tried to steal. Frick, that's a hard one, eh? Fuck, trying to think. There's been so many people that I've caught stealing, eh? Like, oh, we caught this guy. So so in the changing rooms at the warehouse,
Mm.
these like underwear tags kept like coming up, and we're like, frick, like how are we missing this? Like, like it must be pretty obvious when a female walks in there with it and takes it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But then we ended up finding out that it was a guy stealing women's like lingerie and stuff. And then he came in one day, and one of the boys actually napped him, and he like pretty much just dropped his nuts and was like, "Oh, it's for my muscles."
The fuck?
Yeah, and he said he was like stealing like lingerie and stuff for his missus from the warehouse. So
Oh,
yeah,
shame, bro. That's tough, man.
yeah.
Um, what do you think would be the thing that you like the least about your job?
I think the worst thing is like when adults do it in front of their kids, eh?
Mm.
And they just don't care, bro. Like you'll be like, bro, you're doing it in front of your kids. Like, what are you trying to teach them? Like, and they just do not care. Eh? Like, it's sad that like kids have to grow up seeing people do that kind of stuff. Because then it's just breeding like another generation of it, you know. Because I've had kids that I've got stealing say, oh, like my mum did it, like, you know.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So they grow up thinking it's all right, you know. Like you see someone that you look up to from a young age doing stuff like that, you know. But when you grow up, you're gonna do the same thing, you know.
I know.
So that's probably the one thing that I dislike about the job the most, like that aspect of it.
And then, like, I reckon, like, maybe at the start you might be used to it now, but maybe at the start it might have been a bit harder to kind of like not take that kind of stuff home because, you know, these are real life things happening that you see, and you know, real families that they're going through that kind of stuff. So yeah, there must be, you know,
Yeah.
mentally tolling.
Yeah, definitely. Like, yeah, you do think about it sometimes, but I guess you just got to take it for what it is. Like, your job isn't to, you know, deal with that kind of stuff. Your job is just to protect the profit of like your store that you're working at, or protect the customers and make sure the customers at a nightclub are safe. You know, like, so you can't let it like weigh on your mind and your decisions too much when you're doing the job. But yeah, it definitely does sometimes.
I don't know. Oh, that's nuts, man. You mentioned before that you were working while you're getting your degree.
Yeah.
What did you study?
So I have a bachelor's degree in sport, majoring in teaching.
We are.
Yeah. I just I don't know, when I finished uni, man, like for like 3 years. So I went from school in 2015, finished school, went straight into uni. So it's another 3 years on top of that, and I don't know, like, bro, it was super tolling, like on just your body, your mind, like it's just like non-stop. Just always learning, always having to do like massive assignments. And like, so I guess like I just wanted to chill for a little bit. Just continue doing security, and I talked to my mum about it, just saying like I just kind of want to do security for a little bit, see where it goes. Just, you know, live life for a bit, because yeah, it had got a bit tolling on me and my mind. But yeah, I do have a degree. A lot of people don't know that, but yeah.
Damn. Oh, that's cool, man.
Yeah.
Do you think that you want to pursue a career in your field at some stage, or you just still?
Right now, no.
Mm.
The goal is to like stay in around that area, like maybe like corrections officer, maybe police, like maybe aviation, just something. I don't know. I enjoy doing what I'm doing right now, you know? Like, there's not a day that I get up from work where like I'm like, damn, I have to go do security, you know what I mean? Like, I love going to my job because I get to meet so many new people every day that like, you know, some of them have become my friends from like bouncing and stuff. So like, you get to meet new people every day. Like, there's never a dull moment in my job. Like, yeah, there might be like times where like it's boring as we don't catch anyone, but there's never a day that goes by that I don't experience something different or see something different or go through something, you know, that's I haven't been through before. Like, it's always changing and always something new and a situation that you have to adapt to. So I kind of like that style of work, and I've just been enjoying it.
Oh, that's solid, man. That's real cool.
Yeah.
Who do you think is the most famous person that you've walked into while working?
Probably Israel Adesanya.
Bullshit.
Yeah, I have a photo with him.
Do you?
Yeah, this was before he was champ.
Oh.
This was when he had just started in the come-ups, and he come into when I was at warehouse, and I was like, fuck, I seen a man. I was like, oh shit, like I didn't want to fanboy, you know, like, cause like, you know, like, let the man be, do his shopping, and there, like, I'm at Mahi, you know. But he come past, and I was like, sup, bro? And he was like, oh, sup, my G, and like he like stood there and he like, well, just talk to me, like I was like a normal person, you know. Like, and like he was a normal person, like there was like no, like, he's famous, like he like literally just talked to me, oh, how's your day going, blah blah blah, and then I just asked him like, can I get a photo? And he's like, yeah, of course. And so yeah,
Hey.
that's probably the most famous person I've ever met.
Oh, that's bad, eh? Is he like
Yeah.
good guy though?
Yeah, super good guy, super humble dude. He's actually like pretty tall. IRL. His like, I remember when I got a photo with him, he made me feel small, eh? And he like put his arm around me, and when he put his hand on my shoulder, bro, like his hand covered my whole shoulder and like went down my arm. I was like, holy shit. If
Oh shit. How tall
you
are
wanna
you?
steal something, go hard. I'm 6 foot, like just 6 foot.
Oh shucks. And he's like a bit taller.
He was like maybe like 6'2", 6'3", maybe.
Jeez.
He's a tall dude, but like super like skinny and well built. You know, like it was crazy. Like seeing him like IRL. Like you don't think that he's that tall or that big because you see them on TV and you're like, they're small. You know what I mean?
Yeah, hard out. Hard out. Oh, that's crazy. Um, so wanted to talk to you about your, I guess, gaming history, or
Mhm.
things things to do with gaming. So
Mhm.
do you remember what got you into gaming in the first place?
Growing up, two of my uncles were like super into gaming, eh? Like they were all, but they were like storyline players. Like they would clock games like nothing. You know what I mean? Like, and I'd always watch them like play it and stuff like that. And I kind of just like got attracted to the thought of playing games and like seeing them play games. Like, and so I had played games for like since I was young, eh? Like back with
Mm.
PlayStation. I think my memory that I can remember was like PlayStation 1 was probably like from what I can remember
Yeah.
was the first gaming console that I played, and then there was like the Nintendo Color, the like little one that like flipped up, and it had like the little pad on it,
Yeah.
and it had like the screen, and you could get like the different color ones. It was like red, green, blue. I remember that, and then I kind of just like slowly moved with the gaming, like as it like leveled up. I got a PlayStation 2. And then I got the very first Xbox that came out.
Oh, true.
Yeah, the big ass like box one, that
Yeah.
massive one. Yeah, I had that when it come out. What was after that? Frick. I think I got a Xbox 360, and then I went to PlayStation 3, and then I went to PlayStation 4. And then I met some of my like good friends on Twitch now. On Twitch, and they all played on
Mm.
Xbox One, and so then I moved over to Xbox One because they were the ones that I was playing with 24/7. So I played Xbox One for probably like 3 years, and then I switched over to PC, and then I've just been on PC for probably since 2015, maybe.
That's a
Maybe
while.
it's maybe 2016. I've been on PC, yeah, something like that.
Shucks, man. So like you pretty much had all the main, I guess, consoles.
Yeah, kind of went through them in like phases. Like my PlayStation 3 I got was my uncle's one. I just like he
Mm.
gave me his one to use, so I played on that. And I got my own Xbox 360, and I got my own Xbox One. My own play. I paid for my own PlayStation 4. I paid for my own Xbox One. Um, my first ever PC came from streaming actually. One of my loyal supporters and my good friends from in my stream, Joanna, actually um helped me get my streaming career going. She blessed me and pretty much brought my whole setup, and I'm forever grateful for that. She knows that. But yeah, that's pretty much where like the PC era started because of her. Like, cause I used to stream 2K on PlayStation.
No shit.
Yeah, I used to be heavy into 2K. So when I see you guys play, I always lurk and I watch. Um,
Gee.
but yeah, I've been playing 2K since probably 2K, 2K10, 2K11.
Oh shucks. Damn, you beat me on that.
Yeah, and then I stopped playing recently after what was the last one I bought? 2019.
Mm-hmm.
Because I just noticed that there was no changes happening to the game, and I just kind of gave up on it.
Yeah, it's starting to get like that, eh?
It's just like literally like I remember when it jumped from the old gen to the new gen, it was like holy fuck! Like when the graphics like stepped up, and like the storyline was like all that like animated stuff. Like it was
Yeah.
like everything you wanted. You know what I mean? Like it was so sick. And then I noticed that like nothing was changing, and then I just was like, nah, stop this game. I'm not wasting my $100. Like, cause I always used to buy like the LeBron edition, the
Yeah,
Shaq edition.
hard.
Like, I always wanted that like limited, like the most expensive one to say like I got the Shaq edition,
Yeah.
But I kind of just the game just wasn't changing, so I just gave up on it and just haven't touched 2K since 2019.
Damn. What do you think would be I guess, your favorite game growing up then, considering you've played quite a bit?
Favorite game growing up. Frick, that's hard, eh? I've always been a sports game player, to be honest.
True. I
So
wouldn't have taken you for a sports game as favorite, eh?
Yeah, like I was always like a Madden, a FIFA, 2K, NBA Live. Like
Yeah.
I was always into those. Like I would like COD was cool in that too. Like I liked COD, but probably like my all-time favorite game was probably 2K12.
Damn.
2K12, probably my all-time favorite game, just because I spent so much time playing it. It was just such an enjoyable game, eh?
Yeah, but no, that's gangster, eh? What do you enjoy the most? I'll rephrase this question. So obviously, people play games because it's fun, something to do.
Mhm.
But what would you describe as the reason why you like gaming?
Yeah, like you said, like it's fun, like gaming's fun, but it's also given me the opportunity to meet so many like amazing people. You know what I mean? Like I met you guys, I've met like a lot of people in the community. I've met a lot of people that aren't from this community, like from America, from Australia, like everywhere. Like it gives you the opportunity to meet people all around the world, and like some of those people you'll call your friends. You know what I mean? And it just like makes that friendship barrier non-existent. You know what I mean? Like you're not just stuck to meeting people in your country, like, and you're making friends all over the world. You know what I mean? Like, I think that's like the one thing that like makes gaming a part of my life. You know what I mean?
Mm. Actuals, though.
Yeah.
I think I didn't know these guys. Yeah, I met these guys through gaming. Like, and these guys
Yeah.
are like probably my closest mates at the moment. So
Yeah.
it's crazy what it does, eh?
Exactly. Yeah. Like, yeah. It brings friendships together that you would have never thought would have been possible.
Mm. Mm.
People you probably never would have met in real life, but you met them through the game, and now they're like some people that you call your best friends and your friends.
Yeah, actuals. That's
So yeah,
that's solid,
it's
man.
probably yeah.
Moving on, maybe I guess a couple of years since you started gaming.
hmm
Personally, I started knowing of who you were because I started watching GIFs when I first started streaming.
Yeah.
Or before I started getting into streaming, I used to watch GIFs quite a bit. And there was this one guy that used to just drop everything into his stream, like the freaking donos, the bits, and the subs, and all that kind of stuff. And it was AP, and that's how I got used to knowing who you were. So this is probably around this time last year or a couple months
Yeah,
before that.
nearly a year ago now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Who were you kind of watching when you first came into the community?
GIFs was definitely. I had seen GIFs come up on my Facebook a couple of times, and this was when I was still like, this was when Fortnite was kind of like just getting towards peak. Like everyone was playing it, and I'd seen GIFs like post up on my face, see up on my like come through my Facebook, and seen like OG lurks in there come through on my Facebook. and I was kind of like, hey, who are these dudes? But at that time, I was actually like taking a break from Twitch. Like, I was just focusing on my studies. Like in my last year of studies, I didn't stream really in my last year of studies like that much. I streamed like here and there because I just kind of focused on studying. So I took like a year and a bit break from really like streaming. And then I come back and the first person that I watched was Gifts. And then I just seen Gifts and I was like, bro, this dude's fucking dope. Like he's such a genuine, like down to earth guy. Like, you know, and I was just like, fuck, like I want to try help this dude a little bit, you know, like. So yeah, that was the first guy I watched, and then I met who was after that? I think Alpha was after that, and then I met Josh and Zyvan around the same time. And Josh was probably the first person from the community. Josh Shigi was probably the first person from the community that I actually like played with and got to know. Him, Deuces, and Vela, if you know them. Those were like the first couple boys that I like really played with and got to know in the community. And then it branched out to Zyvan, and then Zyvan introduced me to the likes of Atawa and Pombi and Henius and Flux. And it's kind of just branched off from there. And then I met like through Zyvan, because Zyvan was a minority. I met like all the minor boys, and that's how I met Unknown and Prince and all those boys. So I kind of just like went from like knowing a couple of people to just like was infectious. Like it just spread throughout the whole community. Like, and there's still people in the community I like know of, but I've never spoken to personally or ever crossed paths with or ever been in a Discord or in a game together. Never like really talked to them, you know. But I feel like I know majority of the community, but don't like know them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
So yeah.
Shucks, there's a big list of people.
Yeah.
You just mentioned, and you mentioned it yourself, so don't blame me for bringing it up, but you mentioned minority. This is my favorite clan of all the entire times in the universe of existing worlds. So
Unknown, you hear this? Can you hear this?
So you mentioned minority. Just wanted to ask you, I guess firstly, because you can look at it two ways. With minority, there was a platform for you guys, and I think personally, from my perspective, it was really good for the three of you. Good opportunity for the three of you to showcase, the kind of content that you put out to a wider, or not wider, but different audience. And I was able to kind of learn more about what kind of stuff you put out, kind of stuff Prince puts out, and that stink stuff that Unknown puts out as well. So,
so stinky mullet shit.
Yeah, hate it.
You my ass, you my.
So I guess talk to me about the journey that you had with Minor, I guess, from the start.
So I remember, Zyvan obviously, Zyvan was a minority, and I kind of was like, bro, who the frick is minority? Because I was still new to the community at this point, and I didn't know minority. I didn't know much about it, but I knew Mischief was in minority, and I kind of was always just like, who are these dudes? Blah blah blah. I didn't have a gaming Instagram at this time. I was still on my normal Instagram, so I was super like weary on like following pages and stuff, like, because I didn't want people to like know who I was really, like my real name and stuff like that. Because like I got my real name, but I don't really like I like being addressed as AP online. Like, I don't know, I like to keep it like separate. Like the boys call me like by my real name here and there, but they know like it's all just banter when they do. But like when I don't know, I just kind of like to keep it separate. Like I don't mind if like the boys in there know, and all those people know, like about my real name. Like that's all good. But like like I don't know, I kind of keep it separate and like apart from each other. But anyway, Zyvan was in minority, and I had been playing with Zyvan a lot. Me and Zyvan played like every day. Like it was some crazy shit. Like we played like every day. Me, him, and Casper. If anyone remembers Casper from the community, we played like every single day. And I was always like to Zyvan. I was like, "Fuck, bro, I might like start my own team, eh?" Like, and this was like back when I first come in the community. I didn't know anybody, and I was like, "Bro, I might start my own team, eh, Zyvan?" And then he was like, "Yo, G, do it, do it." And then I was kind of like, "Oh, I might actually try grind for minority, eh?" And then I was kind of just like, "Oh, if I don't make it into minority, I'll start my own team up." You know what I mean? And at this point, my name was kind of getting out there in the community. And so I was slowly like starting to meet people. And then that's when I played with, for the first time, I played with Mischief, Spider, and Samurai. And those were all minority members at the time, and we played some. This was back when Batman Arkham City was a thing, and then I met that same day. I met Unknown and Prince, right? Because I come in the Discord, right? Unknown and User in there, eh? And then that's when the infamous Blue Yeti video came from. Me, Unknown, and Prince had never spoke a day in our lives.
That was too.
We never spoke in a day in our lives, and it was just like instant click. Like we just like were bouncing off each other with the Blue Yeti video. Like we were just like that whole video was not planned. Like it was literally just like going.
Because that video was actually that whole video, it was literally about, was it about 10 minutes?
Yeah.
Not even within 10 minutes. Like that whole, like it wasn't like grab bits from here and here. It was literally like within 10 minutes. That video was literally. So yeah, that was clipped, but it wasn't more than 10 minutes. Like that was literally because that's when I got home. I got home from Cash Converters. And I was like, "Yo, I fucking got this fucking Blue Yeti thing for $40."
I remember that thing.
Oh, I got a Blue Yeti, and I was like, "Hey," I was like, "Isn't this supposed to be better than the fucking Snowboy and whatnot?" And they're like, "Yeah," and then literally just kicked off.
Yeah, and we just were boom, 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 and then like that's when like the like ASMR like bit of like me trolling come from like in Gifts' talent show I did ASMR like as a joke. Yeah, because of that video, but like that was literally how like me and Unknown and Prince first ever met and first ever like it just out of nowhere it just happened, hey, and then I think Maybelline, holy heck, maybe it's Maybelline.
You're with it, yeah, and whatnot, yeah.
I got Major started coming into my streams, who was the owner of Minority, or well, CEO or whatever you want to call it.
Oh yeah,
of
coach.
Minority.
Yep.
Yeah, started coming into the stream, and he just was showing some love, and then one day I was live, and he just messaged me on Instagram while I was live, and I don't know if anyone's seen the video. It was up on the Minority Instagram. I think it still is, and he DM'd me a couple of things, and he said like, "I'd love for you to join," and I was like, so like at the time, you know, I was like, holy shit. Like I just got offered to be a part of Minority. Like I was like shook. Like I was like, fuck. Like what do I do? And my reaction on stream was just like shocked. And then like I said like, yo, I'm keen. Like, you know, like I'd already did a little bit of work with Unknown and Prince with that video, and then there was another video that followed that up, which was like me doing like eating the Blue Yeti chips on stream for Prince doing ASMR, which came out. And so I was like, oh yeah, fuck oath, like I'll come through. And then I joined, and it was kind of like it was good, like at the start. It was super good at the start. Like me, Unknown, Prince pushing our content, but all the boys were grinding. And then I don't know, something just changed. Like I don't think anyone in Minority would disagree with me that it was in Minority when I was there. Like something just changed. Like it didn't feel the same.
Like it started well. Like
yeah,
pretty much at the end of last year, just
it was just like, I don't know what it was. It was
Push
like,
towards the new year, just
yeah,
like it was actually pretty high. It was the kickoff of January, and then
yeah.
just turned to shit.
And then like people started leaving, and I was like, whoa, what the fuck? Like I just joined. Like, this team was meant to be like, you know, one of the best in OCE. Shit's like falling apart, and I was like, oh my god, like what's happening? So I kind of like took it upon myself to try and revitalize the energy, try push everyone to a new level. And when everyone was leaving, you know, I tried to talk them out of it, but I said to them like, at the end of the day, like you do what's best for you. And that's, if anyone has ever talked to me with either it was Minority or Zen, I've always said, or talk to me in general about anything, I've always like wanted you to do whatever's best for you. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, that's what matters. Whatever you feel is best for you. I don't want you to feel like you're in a situation that you don't want to be in. And I remember, one of the Usos, Tahu or So saying, was about to leave. We had a meeting, and he said he was about to leave, and I said, yo, it's like, let me talk to you. Let me have a little conversation with you. And then we chopped it up after the meeting. We sat there and I just talked to him. I just was straight up with him. Like I let him know everything that was gonna happen, like how I was trying to like push it and stuff. And then he ended up staying, and me and him became pretty close after that. And then the competitive side of Minority kind of like slowed down. Like we had done the RC and everything. We'd picked up new players, but it was as though the comp drive wasn't there for everyone. It was kind of like some people wanted to take a day off, and for me, like me, Unknown, and Prince, like there was never an option. You know what I mean? Like we are still to this day grinding to make this our job. You know what I mean? Like, be able to wake up and come and do this, you know what I mean? Like create content for the people, stream every day for the people. Like that's all of the goal is. And I don't know, I guess when the drive kind of started falling off, I was saying to the boys, I was like, fuck, like I don't know what's happening, man. Like it's just something seems off, you know, like something does not seem right. And like, you know, some things went on behind the scenes that they're like, I don't know, it just kind of is what it is. Like if you know, you know. I'm not gonna like really get into that kind of stuff. But it just kind of started to fall apart piece by piece, and then I was still playing with heaps of the boys at this time. Like before Milk had joined, and I was playing with Milk heaps. And I kind of started to feel like as the momentum started to build up a little bit, you know, like. It had these like weird waves, Unknown, where like it would get good and then it would like go back down again, and like it just didn't make sense as to why I was doing that. And then obviously me and Milk were playing heaps. I was playing heaps with Sua, and then the day or 2 days before, or it was like a couple of days before Minority actually disbanded, Major had announced that he was leaving, and at this time I was already like trying to push the boys as much as I can, like be that leader or whatever. I wasn't a leader, like I wasn't the leader of Minority. I was just trying to give my energy to the boys to try to push them to be the best they can be and give them an environment that is helping them become the best version of them. And when Major left, it kind of just, I don't know, I kind of just felt like someone, that person had given up on what me, Unknown, Prince, and the boys that had their drive just gave up on us, you know. That's how I felt. And I'm gonna be honest, like that's how I felt. Like I can't change how I felt. Like I'm not gonna say I didn't feel that way, because I did feel that way. You know, like I felt like someone had given up on me and the boys, and I kind of was just like, what the heck, you know. And I had talked to a Prince, and then I had already been offered like to take over Minority, right, as mine, like it's mine, like you lead the boys, like you become, you know, what I was, you know.
True.
And I sat there and I don't think many people knew about that, but it's out there now. But so I kind of like sat there and I talked with some people, and I was like, I don't know what to do. And I kind of sat there and I took a step back and I looked at it like, I've put in so much effort to this date. and I don't know whether anyone disagrees with how much effort I put in, but I myself feel like I put in a lot of effort into the team since the day that I joined, and I felt like I just took a step back and I was like, what? Continuing this and sitting here and taking on this role, what is it going to do for me, and how is it going to change what I do? And I was already like putting in a lot of energy, and I was like, I'm putting in this much energy and nothing seems to be changing.
Yeah.
So if I take this over, I don't have much more energy to give, you know what I mean? Like, I'm already giving like more than what I should be, like, you know what I mean, when it wasn't mine, you know what I mean? So I kind of said to the boys, I said, man, I don't think I can do it. Like, mentally, I don't think I am prepared to try bring minority back to what it used to be.
Yeah, for
And
sure.
and Unknown and Prince all agreed with me, and they all said,
I think the hardest thing with us is like a lot of the shit that was I wouldn't say shit, but a lot of the stuff that kept getting brought up was like oh bro, remember minority back then? Remember back then?
Yeah.
It was just like, cunt, well fuck, what about now, bro? Fuck back then. That back then's done.
Yeah,
you know, and it was like, oh, well, what can we
do?
do to like, you know, bring that back? It was like, oh, do this. And then when we do it, they didn't even participate. So I was like, yeah, you know what? Go your ass, cunt. Like,
yeah, hard.
Like people were saying, oh, let's do this. You know, that's what we used to do back in the day. Then when you do it, and then like, oh, now I can't make it. And you know what I mean? So I was just like, well, don't fucking complain. But, you know, like, this is the best days. And then not want to fucking put in for it. So, fuck, bro. It was so shit in that.
Yeah.
In that period of time when like a lot of people within the group who had a lot to say but weren't backing it up with what they do.
Yeah.
And us as consequent, bro, we're just fucking pumping up videos after videos, bro. Like,
like everything we did, every video we put up was to help bring minority up, and that was our goal since day one. The day I joined, we had a meeting and we sat there and we said, like, this is our goal. We all had the same goal. This is our job. We want this to be our job, you know, and it still is our goal. And like, you know, you take breaks here and there, like, it gets stressful, you know, but that's still our goal to this day. And we continue to push that goal when we were in minority and now that we're not a minority. But when you feel like you're putting in X amount of effort and you're getting such a little amount back, it makes you feel like, what am I doing? You know what I mean? Like, am I wasting my time here? You know? And I guess that's kind of where it came down to. I said to Mischief, I said, like, oh, like, I don't think I can take on that role of taking over minority as much as I would want to. I just don't think I myself mentally am prepared to take on that. I guess I wouldn't call it a burden, but like take on that responsibility of trying to bring back what everyone wanted. You know what I mean? And so I kind of just said to Mischief, I brought up the idea and I said, oh, it's like, I'm not ready to take it on. I know there's no one else that I think would be ready or in the right mindset or leadership like mind to take this over and take it to where we want to go. So I said to him, I said, what do you think about disbanding minority? You know, I just think it's what's best for everyone here, you know what I mean? And he said, like, look, like, I trust you with doing whatever you need to do for the team, you know. And so I kind of just called a meeting and I sat there. Everyone jumped in the Discord and fucking talked for like, I think that meeting went on for like 2.5 hours or something like that. Unknown, like, that was a long meeting, and we kind of just like, I kind of just broke it down, and I said to everyone, like, you know, I wish I could, and like some people wanted us to stay together, and some people wanted us to continue going, but I just said, like, I personally can't. I can't continue to sit here and put in all this effort and get like jack shit back, you know? Like, there was people that gave me energy back, and like, they know who they are. Like, those people that put in that effort back, they know who they are. I don't have to say who they were. They know, you know, like, but yeah, I just said to them, like, I can't, like, and I announced that, like, then that I was going to disband minority and everyone was kind of like upset, you know, like people had been there for a long time, but I think everyone kind of at the time agreed that it was kind of the right thing to do. I don't know if people disagreed with it, but from my understanding, I feel like people agreed with that decision to disband it then and there. And I said, like, you know, this might be the end for now for Minority, but you know, you never know down the track. There could be a chance for one of them to bring it back. You know what I mean? Like, but right then and there, it was what had to be done. You know. So yeah.
So was that on you to kind of, I guess, let everyone know that you know, there was ending there?
Yeah, pretty much. On it was.
Well, I think everyone just expected AP was just going to take over.
Yeah, I think that's what a lot of people expected. Like, that you know, I was already doing a lot, so I guess everyone thought like, oh, you know, hey, this is AP's thing now, let's go, you know. But yeah, just I couldn't. Hey, I couldn't.
No, fair enough. That would have been a stink piece of news to kind of deliver.
Yeah, definitely. I got pretty emotional when I was doing it, but yeah.
Damn, that's rough.
Yeah.
So what? I guess because you were in there for quite a bit. How long was that?
Frick, how long was I in Minority for? Maybe like 5 months. Was it 5 months unknown? Something like that, eh? It felt like I had been in for way longer than what I had been. But yeah, it was like maybe 5 months, yeah.
Because yeah, it's a pretty stink situation. It sounds like, you know, if I was bakery, Neuro Bakery, and I made like a real nice cake, and then I left it for 2 months, and I took a shit on it, and then I gave it to you, and I was like, here, go sell this cake. It sounds like that's what happened, you know?
Yeah.
Damn.
No, I'd rather do that than fucking go through the same shit we went through. To be honest.
Just give me 2 months also, I'll deliver you a cake.
Deliver you the chance, cunt. Fucking the kid.
Oh,
yeah,
gosh.
That's the story of Minority. Sorry if I fucking rambled on for that long, but I don't know. I don't have anything to hide. Like, I just feel like right now is my chance to be honest with everything that you ask me. So yeah. Yeah,
no, for sure, bro. But yeah, like from an outsider's perspective, you guys are in Minority for less than a year, I think, as a confident guess. But you know, in terms of the content and stuff that you guys put out together, it seems like you guys are in there for a bit longer. You know, would have guessed that year mark or even a bit longer. So it was awesome to see from the outside. So I think I've said this to Anon before, but I was waiting for I think he had the wrong address for me, because I was waiting for my invite to the Blue Yeti meeting.
Oh.
Yeah, but I think he had the wrong number or something. Yeah, I just mixed up, you know. Couriers.
No. I think we on purpose had the wrong address.
Oh. Thanks, guys, for coming. Tips up so far. Cutting it short. Have a good night. Nah, mad. So in between, we'll come to Zen in a bit. But in between Minority and Zen, there's probably a gap of a couple of months. Is that right?
Yeah, probably like 2 to 3 months. Yeah.
So what did you get up to in that 2 to 3 month gap?
How did you process it all? Like, what did you get up to like after Minority shit? I know. I went through some fucking roller coasters.
Bro, I didn't know what to do. Hey, I kind of like. I actually contemplated stop streaming. Like I was like, I lost my drive. You know what I mean? I was kind of like, fuck. Like, that's what like Minority is what I had envisioned when I joined was what I was gonna do. You know what I mean?
Envision it as a long term, not fucking just hang out. Yeah, because I'm just looking back at my Instagram now. Bro, this is one gap where it's just freaking, bro. The amount of times we fucking post that Minority logo all over our freaking videos, the exposure that we would have got, fucking insane, bro.
Yeah, I kind of just I chilled. I kind of at that time in between that period became super close with. I was already pretty close with them, but I became super close with the likes of Atua, Beware, Pombi, Flux, those dudes, Henius, like those dudes I kind of become pretty close with. Hey, and we just played every day. We chilled in Discord every day. And we kind of just were just growing like I guess you could say, a synergy within each other. And yeah, that's pretty much what I did. I just played with them pretty much every day. Got home from work, played with them. Got home from work, got on Discord. You know, like we kind of were just every day. You know, those are the boys, and they still are the boys. You know, and yeah, that's kind of what I got up to like in between that period. And oh yeah, I played Minecraft heaps of Minecraft in between that period. That was like I played Minecraft with fucking who was I playing Minecraft with? I think I know got on for a little bit. Atua, Taku, if anyone knows the community, Taku Bane, Liga. It was a solid gifts world, but yeah, we played heaps of Minecraft in between that period. Heaps of Minecraft.
Shucks.
But yeah.
What do you do in Minecraft?
You know, spend like probably like 4 days building an underwater house, do some fishing, cut down some trees, find the moles in the bed, yeah.
Not gonna lie, I've never played that in my life.
I remember I was running through the mine and I seen you showering with Kyunga.
Are you sure?
Yeah, definitely you, bro. Definitely you.
Man. Oh, shit. Yeah, great. Minecraft. Sounds amazing. Love it. Can't wait to install it. Just install up my ass.
Nah, Minecraft is a super fun game, man. It's bro, you can spend hours on it and be like, "Oh, yo, what's the time? Oh shit!" Like you could get on at 12 and be like, "Oh, look, it's 1 o'clock." Like you know, it's one of those games that like you just get lost in it, bro. You're like, "Bro, I want to build this," and then like while you're building that, you're like, "Fuck, I want to do this next," and then you just keep going. Like you just lose track of time playing that game. It's actually quite dangerous, eh?
Sure. Okay. Well, maybe I won't install it. Sounds dangerous. But no, yeah. That's good to know that you kind of still kept going in a way.
Yeah.
In terms of you're playing and building those relationships with the boys and that kind of stuff. Shout out to Atua, because me and Atua I think started around the same time. So Atua helped me out quite a bit when I first started. So yeah, shout out to those. Now, I guess fast forward to maybe 1-2 months ago, 3 months ago. You'll probably know that date better than I do.
We've for like 2 months now, I think.
Yeah, sounds about right. But talk to me about the process of, making your own thing.
So as I said, like back when I first come into the com, like making a team was always kind of there. You know what I mean? Like it was kind of always on. It was always there in my mind. Like like if this doesn't work out, like I'm gonna give my own thing a crack. And then obviously I was already playing with the boys heaps, and I kind of said to them like, "Yo, like, what do you guys reckon of me starting a team?" And all the boys were like, yo, like that's us, like keen. And so spent like probably a good week trying to come up with a name.
Oh, true.
Was it hard?
Oh my god, bro, it was so hard. It was so hard. Like you'd come up with a name and then you'd search it up and it would be some like fucking massive ass fucking organization on fucking Twitter, and you're like, all right. So I kind of like. There was like times that I would like go to the dictionary and like just like go through like letters, like fuck, like let me find out like what is a word, like what's like something that would stand out. And then I was kind of sitting there and I was like in my head and I was like, bro, Zen, like thinking like yin yang, like Zen. And I was like, fuck, Zen, that's pretty mean. And then I like brought it up to the boys, like, gee, how about Zen? And they're like, yo, that's pretty mean. I think the first person I told was Pombi, I think.
Swear you didn't say something funny.
Oh, Pombi, like every name I came to Pombi with, he was like, gee, that's dog shit. and I would be like, oh,
can we get some examples?
Like, fuck, I think I came to him with like, well, there was a name that I came to him with, and it was from the dictionary, I remember, and I said it to him, and he was like, nah, that's dog shit. And I was just like, okay. Alright, sweet. I'll just go fuck myself then. like, and I'd be like, oh, what do you want it to be then? And he'd be like, oh, I know you come up with it. And I'm like, oh, thanks for giving me your opinion, but not helping me. Like, but then I came to the idea of Zen, and I said to Pombi, I was like, gee, Zen? And he was like, bro, that's pretty mean. Like, that's pretty mean. And like, so I kind of was like trying to think, like, bro, what does Zen mean to me? Like, and I kind of was like, Zen is like, you know, like when you're in your Zen, you know what I mean? Like your Zen is like your, like when you're in, like, I guess, like, you know, like your yin and yang, you're in your, like, your flow, you know what I mean? And so I said, oh yeah, I'm gonna go with Zen. You know, like, fuck it, I'm just gonna take Zen and I'm gonna run with it. Like, and so I told the boys, like, Zen's the name. This is it. Like, I had already after I'd come up with the name, I had slowly gone through, and I had like been like to Pombi, to Atua. No, actually, I asked Atua, and Atua at the start was a little bit because Atua had always been like, kind of want to do my own thing. I want to do my own thing, you know. So I respected him because that's the bro, you know what I mean. And I was like, yeah, fucking oath, G, like do your own thing. And I had hit him up about it, and he said, yeah, I'll think about it, you know. And so I was like, yeah, all good, G. And so I went through the flows, and I hit up Pombi, and I hit up Flux, and I hit up Beware, and then I hit up Merc. Merc was in minority. I mean, he was in minority. That's how I knew him. And then I had hit him up to join Zen, and he was like, yo, king, because he was playing with us a lot there at that period. And so I hit him up and I said, yo, you want to join? He was like, yo. And then I had already had that relationship with Joshi from back in the day, you know. And we had just played that Love and War S&D comp that we came first in.
Oh, true.
Yeah, so we came first in the Love and War S&D comp that meant absolutely fucking nothing. But yeah, we came first in that for OCE. And so me and the boys had already got like a bit of a synergy going. And so we played with Cole and Joshi a little bit. And so I hit up Joshi and I said, yo, like, what are your thoughts on, like, 'cause he was an A1 at the time, and like, you know, I didn't want to shit on what Graphic had going, but like, I wanted to try bring together the best players that I knew and that I had already had like a, you know, relationship with. So I hit up Joshi, and Joshi was like, oh, let me think about it for a little bit. And so I was like, yeah, all good, G, all good. And then I hit up Cole. Cole was also an A1 at the time, and Cole had kind of said like, yo, like, let me talk to the boys and A1, and then I'll get back to you. And so I was like, kind of like, oh yeah, all good. So at that point we were set with me, Pombi, Flux, Beware, and Merc. And so I was pretty much just waiting for those two boys, and then I was like, Josh hit me up and he was like, yo, keen. So I was like, yo, sweet. Added Josh in. And then Cole came back to me, and Cole was like, yo, keen. And then Atua was the last one to come back to me. I said to him, I said like, yo, Us, like, I know you want to do your own thing, but like what I want to do here is something special, you know. I want to try to take not just myself to the top, but I want to try to bring all of yous with, take you to the top, push this and make it something that you've never seen a poly community team do, you know, and take it to that next level, you know. So I was like, and he kind of thought about it a little bit, and then Atua finally came through, and Atua was like, he was like, yo, Kenji, and I was like, yes, like that's us, you know, like we set like this, the boys, like we here, like, you know. And so I said to the boys, I was like, yo, I'm putting together a team touch. And then I said to Atua, like, do you want to edit it? He was like, yo, and I was like, I can help you out, like where you need me to help out and stuff like that. And Atua fucking killed that video.
Joe.
That video has like nearly 1,000 views on Instagram. Has like a couple hundred on YouTube. That video did super well. All the boys fucking got as clips for that video. That was a good video, and that was like kind of our statement, announcing the team onto the scene. Like some people I think had already kind of guessed that I was like making a team. You know what I mean? Like I think some people already knew that it was kind of happening. But like I had never told anyone. Only these boys knew. They were in the team now. Knew that I was making the team. I'd also actually hit up. I had told Unknown and Prince. I said to them, like, look, boys, that I'm gonna start a team. And I said, right now I'm just gonna start with the comp scene, see how that goes on Fortnite, and then like I'm gonna slowly move into content creation and just know like there's gonna be a spot for you, like whether you take it or not, like there's a spot here for you, And so they were like, yo, fucking go hard, always like go hard, push me to do my thing, and then we're kind of getting a flow, and then sad, also sad. I'd met him through Minority, such a down to earth dude, always willing to help people and stuff like that, and I seen him just start popping off in COD, and I was like, fuck. I was like, the potential that this dude has is like crazy, and I want it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I hit him up, and I was like, "Gee, you want to join Zen, No. And he was like, "Yo," like straight away, no like questions asked, G. Like he was like, "Yo," and I was like, let me see what happens with COD. Cause like Warzone was fairly new at this point, so I was like, let me see what happens with COD. Let me see what happens. If like there's like they announce something, and then he was just getting bigger and bigger and doing better and better, and I was like, nah, fuck this, I can't wait. I wait too long, and someone else comes along before I get the opportunity to even have Sad on my team. You know what I mean? To say that I had one of OCE's best players on my team. You know what I mean? That I had my also Sad on my team. You know what I mean? So I said to him, nah, fuck it, G, join. I come, and he was like, yo, keen. And then he dropped his video, and he's just been killing it ever since, man. Like, and I said to him, and I said to all the boys when I very first started the team, to all the original Fortnite players, they all know this. I said to them, if you ever, while you're in Zen, while I'm in this phase of trying to build it, get an opportunity from somebody that can pay you or better your position in Fortnite, I want you to take it. I don't want you to feel like you have to stay loyal to me and what I'm trying to do by hindering something that's going to help you become a better person. Because at the end of the day, I want all of us to succeed. But if you get an opportunity before anyone else, before I can give you a better opportunity than what I can give you right now, I want you to take it. Because at the end of the day, there's enough seats for everyone at the table, but unfortunately, there is way too many people out there that are so greedy and don't want to see others succeed and just want to tear other people down. And it's sad to see, like, you know what I mean? Like, there's fucking room for everybody up there, you know what I mean? You just have to have the mind, drive, and determination to make it there, and it will happen. And so I said to them, all of them, like, if something comes, you go. Like, I don't want you to fucking second guess it, I want you to take it. And I've been saying that to Sad ever since, like, he joined us. He told me, like, your time is coming. Like, you just need to keep pushing. Like, your time, like, because, like, he is literally, in my eyes, the best Warzone player in OCE. Like, just the way he plays, just how consistent he is on that game is just crazy. Like, and I might be biased, because he's my also and he's in the team, but that's just my point of view, like, he's super talented, and the opportunity is coming his way very soon. I know it, it's just about time and patience. But yeah, we added Sad. Before we added Sad, we actually added Johnster, which was our first graphics designer. He's still with the team. Super young dude. He's 14.
What?
and his ability to edit and create graphics is fucking out of this world.
Damn. 14.
So yeah, he's like
Fuck my
14, 15,
life.
something like that.
Fuck's
Yeah,
sakes.
he's super young and just like for the rest of the boys, fucking sky is the limit, man. Like we're obviously blessed to have graphics designer with Johnster and then a fucking talented video editor in Atua. I don't know if anyone's seen any of Atua's work, but if you haven't, I definitely suggest checking out his work. And if you want a video done, hitting him up.
100%.
No one's had a video done by him, but it's super worth it. Even like Johnster, if you're looking to get any graphics done, definitely would suggest hitting him up. His prices are super cheap. But yeah, just super blessed to have so much. Such a great collective of talent, whether it being Fortnite players, whether it being content creators, whether it being Call of Duty player, whether it being graphics designer, whether it being video editors. Like everybody brings their part to the team, which helps make us what we are right now. You know what I mean? And this is just the beginning. You know, I'm trying to do and trying to put in that same amount of energy that I was putting into Minority into this team. And I feel like I have the right-minded people around me in the team. I feel like all the boys understand the goal. Everyone knows the goal, so everyone's trying to push to the goal and make it there. And like I said, I want to do something with this team that no team in the poly community has ever made it to. So I want to make this into something that one day could potentially be something like, you know, your likes of Mind Freak, your likes of, you know, Ninjas of Pajamas, all those teams like Fades, Optic, like all those teams. Like, if you don't set your goals high to like the highest point they can get, then you're going to reach such a short goal. And you're going to think you've made it, but there's always something above that. So obviously my main goal is getting us all there. But like I've got my little milestones for all of us on the way that are like we keep hitting and hitting just constantly. The boys keep hitting, keep doing super well. Like with Zyvan coming 6th in the solo FNCS qualifier just the other day. Like the boys are just constantly making me happy and proud of them with what they're doing. So it's just all little steps to get to that spot, you know. And if you have the right people around you, the right mindset of people, the right energy, anything's possible, you know. You just have to put your mind to it and have the right minds around you, you know. So yeah, that's where I'm at with Zen right now. Obviously, like we're not doing any RCs. If anyone like wonders about that kind of stuff, like we do have like hashtag Zen RC, hashtag House of Zen, but like I'm not actively looking to pick up anybody right now. Probably not until like a couple more, like maybe 100 or 200 more followers on Instagram. We'll probably do something like that. But yeah, right now I'm pretty content with what we have and just working on what we have and just molding that into something better to add stuff onto. But yeah, that's where I'm at right now with Zen, and that's kind of my journey with Zen so far.
That's solid, man. Good stuff, eh? It's not easy to kind of figure out that you need milestones along the way towards your bigger goal. Because so many people have a goal and then they don't get it and they just give up. So it's, you know, to know what success looks like for yourself is really important. And it's something that I kind of chime in about every single time we have tabs up because someone brings it up. But yeah, it's good that you yourself kind of know what success looks like to you, and it's a shared thing as well. I guess this time around you probably see the benefits of the hard work that you're putting in. So that's awesome, man.
Yeah, definitely.
Props to you, brother.
Thanks, host. I can't take all the credit, man. It's a well-oiled machine, you know, like, can't take all the credit.
No, for sure, man, for sure. the other reason why, well, actually, before I get into it, I think when I first started Tibbs Up, I asked around, like, who do you know anyone that would want to come on, or
Yeah.
any self nominations? And one of the responses was from you, and I think it was we left it there, but it wasn't until maybe a month later, when I was watching in your stream, and you said that you were keen, ready to go. Just tell me when, I'll be there.
Yeah.
And that kind of attitude was like, fuck yeah, like this guy wants to, share his story,
Yeah.
with everyone, and I assumed that you kind of knew already the purpose of having Tabs Up, and from there I
100%.
assumed that you had something to talk about. So I wanted to ask you, I guess, the importance of mental health for you.
Yeah. Yeah, mental health has more recently become something that plays on my mind a lot. I guess the best way to start off, or the only way to start off, is maybe just over a year ago now, I lost one of my my close friends from school to suicide. And I guess to all of us boys from school, we kind of were like, fuck, we didn't even know, like, what? Like, we didn't know he was going through anything. We didn't, you just don't know, you know what I mean? And it's, ever since then, it's been such a strong drive in my mind when it comes to streaming. My, like, goal and purpose of streaming is to create, like, an environment where people can come and just chill and get, like, if it's for 10 minutes, 30 seconds, an hour, 6 hours, you can escape what you're dealing with in your day-to-day life for that small amount of time. Feel some sense of relief by watching my stream, then I feel like I've achieved something, you know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, we all go through things, we all suffer different ways in our mind. We all go through different thoughts, have different thoughts every day, and yeah, I guess mental health is massive for me, especially because I lost also just over a year and a half ago. When I was in like year 10, I lost a good friend to suicide again then. So it's something that I've had to deal with a lot and see happen a lot, you know what I mean? So if I can do my part in helping give someone that line of respect, and you can come to me, and having somewhere to relieve their thoughts, or like just chilling, and that's what is for them, like coming into my stream and just chilling, and that helps them get through their day, then like I feel like I've accomplished something, you know what I mean? Even though it's a little thing, like that little thing can mean a lot to someone else, you know what I mean? And when I first come back to streaming, my first thing I wanted to do was do a charity stream. I didn't do a build up to it, didn't tell anyone I'm gonna do a charity stream. I didn't like just like promote it in that kind of way, like I didn't have it planned or anything like that. And so one day I just said, you know what, I'm gonna go and try raise some money for Lifeline. I said, whether I get $10, $100, either way, I'm trying to do my part, And then I ended up being like extremely shocked by the reception of it, and ended up raising $400+ for Lifeline. And I think it was like maybe an 8-hour stream.
Oh, that's solid, man.
And like I wasn't putting it out there that I was doing it. This was just people coming into my stream and other people telling other people that I'm doing it, you know what I mean? Like I didn't want to try like bring people in to do it. I just wanted people, if they seen it, to do it, you know what I mean? Like so yeah, I ended up raising that and donating that to Lifeline. And like that money could keep the phone on for maybe an hour longer, and if that phone is on for there's a person on the end of that phone for that 1 hour longer, and someone answers that phone and it saves someone's life, then I would rather put that money towards that than something for myself. You know what I mean? Like, I donated every single piece of profit that I got from that stream. Any donation, any sub. I didn't do $2.50 because you know how like we get half.
Yeah.
I did the whole amount. Like, I covered the rest of it. Every sub, dono, but anything that was any monetary, like anything from the stream went straight to that. So yeah, mental health is a big thing for me, and suicide awareness, and just trying to make people see that, especially the young Polynesian males and Polynesian males in general, and everyone, that it is okay to not be okay. Like, everyone goes through these times, because just the other day, actually, I did I think it was like a 2-hour stream where I just did, it was literally just like I sat there, played music, chilled, talked to people with their, like, how their lives are going, because you know it's good to check up on people. So it's kind of like this, you know, keeping a tab up, and I just kind of was sitting there on my stream and I was just talking, you know, like people come through, how's your day, bro? Like, hope you're doing well. Like, I know it's stressful this time and that, like, you know, just know, like, if you ever need anything, you can come to me, talk to me, and that, like, just letting people know, you know. And that was super big thing for me, and I'm gonna try keep doing it. My mum actually gave me that idea to do something like that. My mum's a big supporter of my stream. If anyone in here's ever been in my stream, fuck, my mum's in there like every single night. So yeah, big shout out to my mum. But yeah, I just, mental health is massive for me, and I guess I want to keep trying to do those streams like once a month or something, or not once a month actually, like once a week really, or once every 2 weeks, where I just sit there for an hour, 2 hours, however long I have to sit there, and just have people come through, just check up on them. You know what I mean? Like, even if it's a hope you're doing well, like if that hope you're doing well or how are you, makes them get a sense of like this person cares about me and changes the way they're thinking, then you know, that's a little part in this massive deficit of loss that we are facing that I've tried to help fix, you know.
Yeah,
and sure. I think we all need to do better at keeping tabs up on our friends. Like, you know, like there might be those people that you're like, yeah, fuck, this dude hasn't hit me up in ages, like, fuck, he must not like me anymore, like, fuck you, you know. But really, that person could be going through some shit and you don't even know, you know. That person could be having the worst time of his life but doesn't know how to tell anyone, or is too scared to speak up, and you literally messaging that person and saying, yo, we haven't talked to you in ages, hope you're doing all good, could be that one message that helps make him or her realize that, fuck, there's actually people in this world that care about me, you know. Like, and then they could end up opening up to you and letting you know, and that might not be what you expected from it, but like it's what you'll get, because some people honestly, when they're going through those times, really feel like there's nobody there for them. And it can literally just take that one message to them to see it, to make them think that, fuck, this person actually cares for me. Like, I thought no one cared, you know, but this person's taken the time out of their day to message me and ask me how I'm doing, you know. So we all need to do a better job at keeping tab up on each other and people that we haven't talked to in a long time, and making sure that we check on people. Because like I said, man, we all go through things in day-to-day life, and we all deal with different demons and stuff in our heads, and it really is okay to not be okay. So we need to get out of that stigma that, you know, if you're a male, you don't cry, you don't show emotion. Like, because I think, like, growing up, you know, like, you cry, it's like, why are you crying? That's what girls do, you know what I mean? Like, why are you showing emotion? Like, stop. Like, that's a girl thing to do, you know? But that's not the case at all. Like, we're all human. We all have emotions. We all have feelings, and we all have the right to express those feelings without feeling like we're going to be judged for expressing those feelings, you know? And we definitely need to all do our part in trying to help break that stigma, and that's it's going to take time to break it, but if everyone does their little part in it, it could change this massive loss, especially here in New Zealand, with us being the #1 youth suicide rate in the world. Like, that is crazy. Little old New Zealand at the bottom of the fucking map has the #1 youth suicide rate in New Zealand, and we need to do better. Like, that's just as simple as it is. Like, we all need to do better. Every single person needs to do better in checking up on their person. Like, that bit of banter that you think you could be like having with someone, like, you could say something towards someone that you think's banter, and the person next to you thinks funny or banter, but the person that you're saying to it could really affect them. You know what I mean? So you need to make sure before the next time that you say something towards somebody, that what you're saying isn't going to, that they understand that it's a joke, also that they're not going to take it in a way that you didn't intend for them to take it, because that's how it is a lot of the time. Like, you think it's a joke, but the other person doesn't think it's a joke. You know what I mean? And you'll sit there laughing, and they'll be like, "Oh, fuck!" Like, all right, like, So we all need to do better in understanding each other and making sure that the other person knows that we're there for them, and letting everyone know that it's okay to not be okay, and checking on everyone, because we all don't do a good enough job, because the change is still not happening. So we all can do better. We all need to do our part in changing that terrible statistic, So yeah, that's mental health and suicide for me. No one knows that it plays a big part for me. That was a discussion when I first met him. That
100.
So yeah, that's how suicide and mental health is for me, and how I view it, and how it's affected me. And yeah,
I think adding on to that is like how you said on depends on when you're throwing banter around. I think that's why, like, with A Bandit, with us boys, like our banter will always be always up there in that level, but but when we go and talk to banter with other people, we got to tone it down a bit, because because I think us boys sort of form that real kind of bond. And AP, freaking shit can get real fucking deep, mate. It's like there's a line, fucking, I like to dance on that fucking line, but with certain people, and if I'm not sure of who they are, like, I'll tend to back off a bit, just for that point in general.
Yeah, exactly.
I know. And like just to add to your other point, there's a lot of stereotypes around with men in general. Men in general, but with us being PIs, we see it quite a bit in the with Pacific Islanders, just to harden up, and like things that you said, guys don't have, are not supposed to feel their way, not supposed to express their feelings. People are used to guys just throwing their shit around, or punching something, I don't know, because that's the only way that some people can express themselves. They don't feel comfortable speaking up and things like that. But the fact that I think Unknown's pretty open about it, but with both of us have lost someone to suicide maybe in the last year as well, so there's a certain level of empathy. We can kind of understand the shoes that you're in, but at the same time, it's just not the same for two people. It's different experience for across the board. So to see that, we obviously we're doing Tabs Up because of that reason, but to see that you raise awareness yourself, the charity streams, the fact that you make a point of it during your stream, like you said, maybe once a week, and even Unknown started adding something to the start of his stream where that's a focus for him. It's trying to make that conversation just normal, because it's it's not normal at the moment. So props for sharing that kind of stuff, because it's not easy, bro. It's definitely not easy, especially the first time you do it. But it's not a conversation you just go walk up to John in the corner of the dairy and you say, here's my mental awareness conversation. It's not something that you have. So
Exactly.
you know, props to you for encouraging the conversation and you know, making sure, you know, giving those tips, like speaking to those, checking up on those that your boys or your friends, making sure, you know, everything's all good, and just sending that message, because you're right, you just don't know, you
Yeah,
don't.
exactly.
And it's crazy, you know, we're out of school now, you know, going to school, we'd see our boys every day, but ever since, you know, it's that becomes less and less time that we see them and catch up with them. Sometimes only when we get on the piss is when we see the boys. So, yeah, like props for encouraging it. And the things that you're doing as well. It's solid, man.
Yeah. Just try to play the part, eh? Do your part.
Actuals.
Mm.
What kind of, I guess, like, you gave a lot of advice just then, but what kind of advice would you give to someone that, you know, might not be comfortable, you know, they might have a little bit of I guess anxiety or angst with speaking up, but what kind of advice would you give to them?
I guess the best thing I can say to them would be, or to anyone really, would be like, you might think that the world is against you and that no one cares, but trust me, there is so many people that care about you. Like so many, like you just don't realize it. Like, but when that thought goes through your head, you just need to remember like that these people do care for you. Like that you can go to some people and talk to them. Like, you know, like if you might not think that they care, but once you let it out, they'll be there for you. You know, like you just got to make sure, obviously, that when you do that, you talk to somebody that you trust, like somebody that you know, like you know, like your mom or like your best friend or like a teacher or counselor or someone like that. Like they do care about you. Like the thing is, like, you know, you might think your teacher hates you, but like, you know, like your teachers actually like care about you, like in that way, like. So if you was to go to a teacher, like they would actually like be there for you and try to help you in a way that they can, you know. But yeah, I guess that's the best thing I can think. Just you just got to remember that people do care for you, and that if you do open up to someone, they will be there in a way. They might not understand the situation, but they could be those ears for you just to listen. You know what I mean?
100%.
So yeah.
Facts, 100. Unknown, any other questions around that particular topic?
Nah.
Nah, cool. That's cool, man. Thanks for sharing that, eh?
All good.
I feel like I need to prepare a little bit better, because every time this conversation comes up, I have no idea what's coming. And that's happened with every single person I've spoken to on Taps Up. I don't know what they're gonna say. But you know, it's, you know, solid that you got something to that, you know, close to home, that you're open to share about. So that's gangster, man. Shot.
Yeah, all good.
So we'll wrap up shortly. But before we do, I did want to ask what's coming next for. I guess we can start. Actually, we will start with Zen. Because I do want to ask about you separately. So what's on the cards for Zen?
Yeah, so moving forward for Zen, we've got the Solid Gifts tournament this weekend on Friday, and we've got the ReZero tournament on Sunday. The boys now believe in them that they'll take out number one, and just truly solidify that spot of us being here, and that we're really here, you know. And I've also got I'm working on hopefully be launched by Sunday, maybe Monday. A private Scrim Discord for the Volley community and just the wider OC community, It'll be strict invite. It will be somewhere there will be scrim games run 3 to 2 days a week. It will be a closed Discord, obviously. Very strict on who's allowed in. Very strict on if you break the rules, you're gone. So yeah, trying to create somewhere where, because obviously like customs get grief 24/7 nowadays. You can't even play a custom game. The boys know this. The Zen boys know this. A lot of people know this. That you cannot play a single fucking custom game without somebody griefing or you getting griefed. So I'm trying to create somewhere in the community where once or twice or 3 times a week there's somewhere they can come and they can trust that they're going to get proper practice. So I'm just trying to. I've got the Discord sorted. It's all set up. I just have to go through and filter. I've had so many people like messaging me about it. Like I've been posting it on my story a little bit, like who wants to get invited. But I'm just trying to filter through. Like I've said, there's going to be waves of invites that go out. So there'll be the first group and second groups. Like obviously, it's just I got to test everything, run it all like that. Like so, yeah, that's the next thing that's up for Zen, and then hopefully add some more content creators to the team, and then if Valorant goes successfully when we get OCE servers, probably branch out into creating a Valorant team. And yeah, just keep on grinding in everything that we already do. Keep pushing the Fortnite. Keep trying to get up there in comp. Try to get the name out there. Try to get the boys bit opportunities. Try to build what we have already built so far here, and yeah, just keep going. You know, don't let the train stop. You know, just gotta keep putting coal in the fire. You know.
100.
So yeah.
Mad. No, that's solid, man. That's exciting. Exciting times for the boys, eh?
Yeah.
What about you personally?
For me, I think what's up next is just continue to stream, and just keep grinding for that partner. That's the goal. Become a Twitch partner. We're getting there slowly but surely. Obviously it's a grind with having to average 75 viewers, but
Surely you're close.
We're slowly getting there. With running customs lately, we're slowly the number keeps bumping up slowly, but obviously it takes time for that fucking little average number to move up a little bit.
Yeah, hard out.
But yeah, just gotta stay consistent, get that partner, and then obviously the bigger picture is just be able to make this my job and continue to create content for people and create an environment for people where they can come and chill. And yeah, that's the goal for me moving forward.
Solid shot.
Good.
Before we let you go, we've got some quick fire questions that Unknown's gonna ask you. So I hope you prepared for it, Unknown. I hope you got some questions to ask him.
Am I ready?
Oh my god!
I've got a few off the top of my head, but I'll let you go first.
What? Tit for tat then.
Oh yeah, sweet.
Okay. What's your favorite NRL team?
Warriors.
Think.
Honest.
Nah, that's my team too.
Loyal, you know. You gotta stay loyal to the home loyal, you know.
No.
Fair enough. Lucky I'm from Melbourne.
Even fucking dog shit, you know.
Good for cheaters, mate.
Wow. Favorite male streamer?
Oh, Tim the Tap Man.
Favorite female streamer?
Oh, I don't really watch females on Twitch.
Are you just saying that because your old lady's here?
Nah, I just don't. I'm not even gonna get
I know you want to.
I'm not gonna get into that, but probably most entertaining female streamer I watch is probably Just Foxy.
Nice.
Who's that?
She's a Fortnite streamer. She used to play CS:GO. Back when I played CS:GO, that's when I started watching her.
Oh,
so yeah.
McDonald's or KFC?
Oh, KFC.
Ooh, Nike or Adidas?
Nike.
KFC or Burger King?
KFC.
Oof.
fuck Burger King.
Whoa.
KFC or Wendy's?
Oh. Oh shit. Fuck.
Adam.
Oh, Wendy's.
Oh, over KFC?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with Wendy's just cause like I'm gonna be honest, I don't really like the original recipe chicken.
Hang it up
I
the
love
phone. Someone hang up.
I love
Hang up.
like Wicked Wings, I'm sold. Like GG, see you later, GG. Like their Zinger burgers and that, GG, see you later. But like, I don't know, G. There's something about Wendy's that just hits the spot for me, eh? But like, I'm not like putting anything down against KFC. KFC fucking like. But like Wendy's is like, if there was a Wendy's next to my house and there was a KFC next to my house, I would probably go to Wendy's more than I would go to KFC.
Oh, fair enough. All right. Shucks.
But I still love KFC. You got to remember that. Like, yeah.
Yeah. Nah, fair enough.
Yeah.
Coke or Pepsi?
Neither. They're both dog shit.
Oh.
They both make your teeth feel like you haven't brushed them for like 10 weeks.
Oh, the controversial answers.
Both in their prime. J-Lo or Mariah Carey?
Oh.
J-Lo.
Hardy. Anything for Salinas?
J-Lo has been in her prime for a very long time now. Still going.
100%.
Oh, man. How do I follow that one? Favorite movie of all time?
Coach Carter.
Yeesh.
Yeah, definitely Coach Carter. Coach Carter's... Yeah.
Your most inspirational like celebrity?
LeBron James.
Oh, LeBron or MJ?
LeBron.
Oh, nah, I'm leaving.
What the fuck? He didn't even breathe and said LeBron.
Fucking LeBenti.
It's alright, bro. But I will say, I am one of those people that will always back LeBron, but I also will say that you can never definitively say who is the greatest of all time because of the eras. That is like
Fine,
something that I believe like heavily in there. Like you can't say that LeBron would dominate MJ's era because you don't know. You can't say MJ would dominate this era because you don't know. You know what I mean? Like it's
I
such
don't know,
a,
bro. Michael Jordan's Southside won to live.
but it's like, you know, like it's so hearsay, you say, you hear over. Like you can't definitively say who is the greatest of all time. You can say who's the greatest of this era, which would definitely be, you'd probably go in your Bill Russell, then you'd go like Magic Johnson, and then you'd go into MJ, and then you'd go to Kobe, and then you'd go to LeBron. And I think LeBron is still in that area where he is the best. But I think people have become so accustomed to seeing LeBron play at this high level for so fucking long that people are just used to it and it's just normal. You know what I mean? LeBron should be winning MVP still, but the fact that he's not is just because how consistent he has been and how long it has been going. Like, we haven't seen LeBron slow down yet. You know what I mean? So, yeah. I just believe that, I believe in eras. I don't believe in, like, all time, you know?
Fair enough.
I just felt like I had to give an explanation for that because that is a very touchy subject.
Handies.
But yeah, Jordan is definitely, my top 3 all time would be LeBron, Jordan, Kobe, like undoubtedly. Like, rest in peace, my nigga Kobe.
Was it LeBron first?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
No particular order, just.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, just saying the names.
Who's yours, Bendit?
What?
Give us your top 3 in order.
You want
top
mine?
5, give us
You
top
want
5.
mine in order?
Yeah, top 5. Go AP. Who's your? Give us your top 5. If you don't want to put it in order, then
I'll put it in order. So then you go LeBron, you go Michael Jordan, you go Kobe Bryant, and then you go Magic Johnson, and then you go Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Go Bandit.
Nah, give yours.
Oh yeah. Bro, I don't even have LeBron. Would probably be like maybe fifth, bro. I got MJ. Then I got Magic.
Or
Then I got
Hakeem.
Kobe. Nah. Bro, I don't want to be biased. Hakeem's not in there.
Nah, but
I'll go Shaq.
you
LeBron.
yeah, true, Shaq, yeah. But yeah, Shaq was different. Yeah, I can agree with that. Yeah.
Like, bro, Hakeem will always be my favorite player, but
you think about it,
when it came to dominance,
Jordan wasn't around. Hakeem wins 8.
Jordan stayed those 2 years. Fucking, there's no
Yeah, that's
way
what I'm
that
saying.
freaking Horace. Oh yeah,
That's what I'm saying. Like, if Jordan wasn't around, Hakeem dominates. That's Hakeem's era. You know what I mean? Like, Hakeem was one of the greatest.
and no one else could guard him.
No, just nah. Alright,
Poor fucking.
you're up, Bandit.
Yeah, Bandit. Choose your
Nah.
stinkers lineup.
To be honest, I didn't start watching basketball till maybe 4 years ago.
Oh, he's a fraud.
Yeah, so I think number 5 coming in hot, Israel Folau. Number 4, Mike Tyson. Might as well chuck in Bellyache, Craig Bellamy, Coach of the Year.
Oh.
Nah, but if I had to choose based off my very limited knowledge, I would take Prime D Rose at 5. I'd actually put Curry in there. I put Curry in at 4.
Oh, gee, I'm
Remember,
sorry.
this is
I gotta
based off
leave
my
it.
knowledge.
I gotta leave it.
Curry at 4. I'd actually put LeBron at 3 and Kobe at 2.
Alright.
Because
Here's one.
love Kobe's work. Number 1,
MJ,
Cameron
right?
Smith.
Oh,
Fuck me, mate.
He's the GOAT. 400 games.
Fuck, he's the ref.
He's carried the team. Nah, MJ number 1.
Yeah.
Yeah, actuals. Was that your question or no?
Yeah, what's yours?
I feel like you just expanded on my question.
Wait,
Yeah, you did. Your turn, unknown. Go.
Yeah, your turn.
Ali or Mike Tyson?
What?
Ali or Mike Tyson?
Ali.
What's your favorite basketball team?
Like all time or like?
Nah,
right now?
at like who you supporting at the moment?
Oh, like I'm like a LeBron fan, eh? So like,
Whatever team you get.
so the Lakers, but like my all-time favorite team. Oh. It's hard. Probably be like it's between the Pistons and the Lakers, eh?
Pistons?
Well, the
Just
grubby
because of the
Pistons.
because of the bad boy era, like that. Just
Fucking Zeke and his boys.
yeah. But probably Lakers like all time, just because of like how many like greats have been in that team.
100.
How else? What are you watching on Netflix at the moment?
Money Heist.
Fuck, I never heard of it.
It's on the main page I've seen, but I haven't watched it yet.
Honest to God, okay, so like everyone was watching it and I was like, eh. And then I watched one episode and I'm hooked, G. Like I highly like tell you to watch it, alright? But when you watch it, do not watch it in English. Watch it in Spanish with English subtitles, because if you're like me and you see like their mouths moving, but the words that are coming are not the same, then yeah, because it's a Spanish movie, so or a TV series, so yeah, Spanish with English dubs in your set, like it's such a that's so good.
Nice. Your turn, unknown.
Favorite Bornholm category? Oh yeah. Nah, yeah, that's me.
Alright. I had one, but then you just threw me off with that. Fuck. I had it in my head. Oh wait,
Is that the category? On the head.
on the head even. Your go-to gun on Fortnite. If you could only choose one gun gun to play with. Nah, that's a good question.
I could only choose one weapon.
Yeah. And like range didn't matter.
Like, if you had a... That's such a stupid question.
No, it's not. The people want to know.
A gold pump.
Oh yeah. See? Great answer for a great question. Thank you very much.
I go to weapon on Call of Duty, sniper, AX50.
AX50 over HDR? Come on.
Bro, have you seen my videos?
Yeah.
Oh, he doesn't watch your videos.
Nah, I have. Nah, you
I'm
already
clean
know I
with the
commented.
I'm clean with the AX50. I feel more confident with the AX50 in my hand.
Fair
on
enough.
Call of Duty.
Marksman?
Yeah.
Nah, do you use a marksman?
Yeah.
Which one?
No, I don't. I'm just joking.
Wait.
Okay.
Okay.
You use the 850.
Yeah.
I
I don't like. Oh yeah.
Oh, is it?
Nah.
You use the kaka.
Nah. Yeah. I don't like it. I just usually run like with I use double class. Like I use double weapon. But it's usually like MP5 or MP7 or a shotgun 725.
Yep.
Sawn off 725. Dangerous.
Okay, actuals. That's what unknown
Dead
users.
silence. Dead silence sawned off. Oh, see you later, buddy.
What's your favorite game mode to play in COD?
SND.
Oh, true. Did you play
But then
against
Yeah,
Velocity?
fucking bopped him.
What was your score against? There was only like 3 of you, 4 of you?
We owed them every time apart from the game that it was 3v5, 3v6, and we came back from like 5-1 and we won it. It was me, Sad, and Tyken.
Brains.
No. Brains had left then. It was just me, Sad, and Tyken, and we were playing on Crash, and we were down 5-1, and we came back and won.
Interesting.
Yeah, so we didn't lose a single game, and we bopped them every time apart from the last game.
Gotcha. Nice. All right.
We did have an OP team though. It was literally like me, Sad, Tyken, Brains, and Gifts. Like, Brains, Tyken, and Sad are fucking cracked at the game. So yeah.
I have to remember that one. That's you passed the quick fire question test. Actually, you probably failed with some of those answers you gave us, but yeah.
Hey, but I gave good justification for it, you know.
Nah, yeah, hard out.
Shut up, unknown over there.
Nah, cool. We'll wrap it up there. But obviously, thank you so much for giving up. You know, a night of your week. It could have been a night you would have been streaming, but thanks for giving up. You know, your time to come hang out, share the stories that you have. You know, obviously, I think I speak for both of us when I say that we've definitely gained some value from it. So we hope that everyone else that had or has been listening in has gained some value from it as well. So we'll leave it there. But where can we find you on your socials?
You can find me on Twitch at YoungGodAP, so it's spelled in the title with an O. On Twitter and Instagram, you can find me YoungGodAP by YUNGGODAP. You can find me on YouTube, same. And then you can also find Zen Gaming on Instagram, Twitter, YouTube. Twitch is House of Zen. And yeah, thank you for having me. It's a pleasure.
Alright guys, thanks man. We'll wrap it up there, but thanks guys for tuning in. We'll see you on Sunday.